There are some big days left on the flat, but the season is coming into the twilight, so I thought I'm going to put up my top 5 performances of the flat season so far. Let me know what you think in the comments of my list. Some of them are fairly obvious, but these are my ones in order, so from 5 down to number 1. Number 5 is Desert Crown in the Epsom Derby, who produced a wonderful performance, produced brilliantly on the day by Sir Michael Stoute, a genius trainer. Desert Crown was just remorseless, relentless with that turn of foot, and the way that he put daylight between him and the rest of the horses was just hugely impressive. We haven't seen him since, and it's a shame. He might well have been higher up the list had we seen him since, but we haven't, and hopefully we will at some point. But that day at Epsom in the Derby, Desert Crown was brilliant. Just in terms of sheer rarity of performance, number 4 has to go to Trushan, trained by Alan King, who won the Northumberland Plate from a handicap mark of 120. Now, to win a handicap off a mark of 110 or 105 or 112 is some achievement, but to win one off 120 and to win a handicap like the Northumberland Plate as competitive as that, and to do it in the style that he did, is the mark of a true champion stayer. And that's what Trushan is. Now, he's not going to repeat a performance like that on the numbers every single time. But on that day, up in Newcastle, Trushan was fantastic. And he definitely deserved to be in the top 5 based on that handicap performance, which is just a performance you don't see very often. Number 3 is Nature Strip, who ran to a Racing Post rating of 129, £5 better than Lady Aurelia, £3 better than Blue Point when he was impressive in the race. This Australian sprinter is magnificent. It was a mesmerising performance. Just what he did to all of the fastest horses in the UK and Ireland was just staggering. He's so good, so quick. Fantastic performance. Number 3 is Nature Strip, the Aussie machine. I'm a sucker for a really good 2-year-old. I just love a really good 2-year-old. There's nothing like seeing a really good juvenile horse that's looking likely to be one of the most exciting prospects for next season. And that horse is Little Big Bear, who was just coming along and doing his thing. He won a couple of races, looked pretty impressive. He was developing a reputation for himself, but then he really improved in the Phoenix Stakes last time out and produced just a magnificent performance. It was fantastic. Ran to a Racing Post rating of 122, which is something you just do not see very often from 2-year-olds. Probably only 2 or 3 of them have done that in the last 20 years. Little Big Bear is right out of the top drawer. Can't wait to see what he does for the rest of the season and next season. He's hugely exciting. He gets in at number 2. Number 1 has to be Baaeed. It has to be Baaeed. Baaeed in the Juddmonte International. Mishriff was his biggest target, and Mishriff had the race go perfectly for him. He was fit, in form, but Baaeed just destroyed him. It was a magnificent performance. A performance for the ages from Baaeed. Number 1.